draw
his
faces, dude.
face?
I drew a face on there. Yeah. But look at this, what I tried to do.
Oh, there you go. Oh my god. Damn, that is golden. Dude, you draw like fucking like an artist, man.
No, I didn't draw that one. All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and electric cars. My name is Brent, aka Buop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka I Do Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Speaking of electric cars, what would be your first place if you can self-drive that car?
If I could self-drive. Okay, so questions. First question is, can I map out the route, or do I have to put a destination, like a starting place and a destination, basically, right?
Yeah. You have to put out a destination.
Damn.
And then and it can't be going to work. It has to be like something on your off time.
See, so what I would do is I would put my address, right? Starting from home, I would take myself home, but I would want to like drive a big circle around San Diego. So it's not really where I want to go. It's like where I want it to take me, so I could just look out the windows while we're driving, you know?
I would be laughing if you were like in the passenger seat. Like, there's no way in the driver's
in the
side.
driver's seat. Shit. Do you see that was a feature on there? For your car to pick you up at the front of the store.
Oh, really?
So you can park your car. I don't know if it works the other way around, but you could park your car, and then let's say you go into Ralph's or Vaughn's or something, right?
Uh-huh.
And then when you get out of Ralph's or Vaughn's, you could message your car, and your car will come around and pick you up.
Damn, son. Damn.
So like a future, dude.
I know he's building that long tunnel to Las Vegas. Did he ever finish building that? The last time I saw that was like in LA, when I was in LA.
Yeah, he did the one underneath LA. Yeah, I think it's a tunnel. I think he just proved that he could build a tunnel under there. But I mean, it's unrealistic because it can only take one person at a time, really, you know?
Yeah.
So unless you pay super high premiums for it, I don't see how that'd be beneficial to a lot of people. But I mean, if everybody has a self-driving car, that's going to eliminate traffic anyways, you know? Because then cars could just communicate with each other. We won't need stoplights anymore. You know, cars will just communicate with each other and say, oh, hey, I'm going to slow down just a little bit so this car can go ahead of me, you know, traveling perpendicular. And then it'll look like they're about to hit each other, but they'll just miss because the computers are so calculated about their movements, right?
Yeah, that was my thinking when I was like in LA, and I really examined their transportation, you know, congestion and everything. I was thinking, what could be better to improve this? And I was like, well, literally, if everyone was driving an electric selfless driving car, I think traffic would go completely fucking smooth.
Oh, of course.
There wouldn't even be traffic. They'll be like bumper to bumper, but still going like maybe, I don't know, 30, 50 miles an hour kind of thing, you know? But there's too many people who want to take control of the wheel and think they're better, and that's why we have traffic.
Yep, 100%, dude. Because nobody, how do I say this? I think a majority of people are defensive drivers, drive in a normalized way, right? But there's always that minority that is just like cuts people off, always wants to pass you over in the merging lanes. You know what I mean? They always have to end up in front, and that's what causes traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. It's all the rubber banding effect, where like if people are driving all too close, and then the person in front stops, and then the other person stops for like, even if it's just for a second, it like starts amplifying all the way down the chain, you know?
Backs up for like a mile and shit, dude.
Yep. But if everyone was spread out like that, then there wouldn't be any traffic as bad, but still.
So I think, was it you that told me, or someone told me you spend maybe 3 years out of your life in traffic or something like that? So I have dedicated my life to avoiding traffic, dude. Just like I dedicate my life to avoiding lines. I think it's the same thing. So I have not experienced traffic in maybe 4 years, dude. Let me knock on wood. At least
Yeah, that's the
while
thing.
going to
Like,
work. While going to work, I've avoided traffic as much as possible, dude. For the
I was
past
gonna
3
say,
years.
like, since you probably, at a different location, are you gonna move closer to your new job?
No, no, but I think especially where I'm at now, I'm going against traffic, so it's okay, man.
Oh,
Yeah, because I go east when everybody's going west, and then when I'm going home, I'm the only one going west. Everyone's trying to go back home in like Santee or El Cajon or something like that, you know.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I feel like yeah, the center is here basically, like the Kearney, Claremont, Mira Mesa ish area, or downtown. Those are like the two centers where a lot of people work, and they all live down south or east, you know, in the suburbs and all that. That's why the traffic kind of flows in those directions. Actually, it doesn't even matter now because with Corona, so many people aren't going to work. The traffic's just been cool for everybody, you know.
I think that's definitely changing businesses because, Google's already having their employees remote from home,
Mm-hmm,
and they're like
mm-hmm,
gonna start adopting that into their business model, and they're like, oh, we get more productivity if we keep people at home, kind of
mm-hmm.
thing. So we don't have to rent the space and all that. So I was like, I wish every company does that. Everyone has to remote from home. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude.
Then again, I'm not as productive as it's so hard.
But I think that'd be so
Uh,
much better. I think I was talking to Dustin earlier about, man, we should just have 4-day work weeks for sure, for sure. You know.
oh yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, we should all be salaried too, so the hours don't matter. I mean, there's pros and cons to having a salary, but at the same time, dude, we should just all have 4-day work weeks. I think the work life. We've talked about this before, actually. The work life
Yeah,
balance is way better with that shit.
yeah. They said the study's proven 80% more productive when they have only 4 days.
See, because then you treat your work time as a priority because you don't have that much of it. You know, that's
Yeah,
why if you, let's say, go to the beach or on vacation to a different country or something, you're always on the move and it goes by so fast because that time is limited. If you switch that mentality around and your work time is limited, so much more energy put into that shit, dude.
exactly.
Which is, I guess, the mentality I have with video games right now, man. I feel like I have less time to play video games, dude. But
Me
maybe it's
too.
because when we play, time goes by so fast.
I think it's because we're having so much fun.
Yeah. So, if you buy a game on Steam, right?
Hmm.
And you play it for less than 2 hours in the first 2 weeks that you have it, you can return it.
Yeah, I saw something like that. Yeah.
So, Dustin, Scott, and I bought Human Fall Flat. I convinced them. I was like, I think it'll be fun, guys. It's just $6. Let's try this out. And we ended up having a really good time with it,
Uh
The first night we played, I looked at Steam and it said time played 2 hours. And I was like, oh, shit. All right, dude. So if we never play this again, or if we don't play it within the next week, then it's cool. I could let these guys know that we can return it.
Yeah.
And then we played last night and we got everybody into it. There was like 7 of us on there. I looked at the time played today. It's 9 hours, dude.
Damn.
Look at yours. Yours must be like 7 or 6 hours or something like that, dude. Hours played.
I think you got me started around 7 o'clock, or
We were on there until like 2, dude. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so
that's right.
I'm way past the point
Right.
of no return on this thing, and we cannot return this game anymore. But I think it's worth it, man. I think we had good times, dude. I think we had good times. And Human Fall Flat is basically, how do you describe this, man? It's like an obstacle course, right? Where you control an avatar and they just run through this obstacle course where there's puzzles. You have to put fuses into certain outlets to power doors. You have to carry boxes so you can jump and climb on them and get over obstacles. You got to swing off of chains and things like that. And it's fun.
Yeah.
There's like, what's up?
4 hours.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. So I'm I don't know. I'm kind of sold on this game, dude. Especially with the community created levels.
Hmm.
We'll just talk about it in a sec. But there is like a single player to it. There's a whole campaign where they just have all the. I guess the best way to describe them is like an escape room. Have you ever done an escape room?
Not in real life, no.
So it's like an escape room where you have to get from point A to point B, and then there's just a bunch of locked doors or high ledges that you have to pass to get to point B. Um, and the other thing is just the physics are super wacky. So even if you're just standing there, your character's just like all wobbly and shit. And the main point of control is you could grab stuff with your hands, and controlling
Hmm.
the grabbing is ass too. Like it's so complicated to do anything in this game, but I think that's what makes it fun. So anyways, we did a couple of the actual game levels, and then there's this whole library on Steam. I think it's like Steam communities or something like that, where there's user created levels. And I went and just want to look for the cream of the crop, so I just grabbed the most popular levels of all time, and a majority of them were in like Chinese or something, and they had anime pictures on it. I was like, okay, let me pick some English ones, and then I'll just pick the rest anime ones. And we got some interesting results, dude. They're, I don't know, they all have the same design, the anime levels. I feel like it's just a platform that goes straight, and you have to figure out how to get from one checkpoint to another. Um, but I think what really enhances the experience is all the anime pictures and the weeb music they play in the background, dude. But yeah, we played all kinds of levels where we had to figure out puzzles and slide on ice across gaps and shit, man. Um,
Yeah, it's just so strange. Like with the controls, the left
mhm.
and the right. Left is your left hand, right is your right hand. But I don't know, like I still can't grasp when I pick up objects. I'm thinking, I look up, it should be going upwards, but it's like going in the complete opposite direction. So like when you're like handing me a box or you're telling me to row the boat with you,
Uh-huh.
like I froze, you know, just picking up the oar and I was like trying to study it. I'm like, okay, if I move my mouse left, it's gonna go left. But I actually move my mouse left, the oar went down. And then I moved my mouse down, the oar went right. You know what I mean? It was like I couldn't wrap my mind around it. It was so fun, just the novelty of just
Yeah.
looking and learning and figuring out how the physics work in this game. And it's I can't understand it, and that's the fun part is knowing that I don't understand it like fully.
And
It's
see, even with like me having 9 hours on it versus your 4 hours on it, that doesn't matter. Like this shit is so random how it controls and what you do that like I think there's some points where you finished an obstacle before me. You know what I mean? Just because you
yeah.
randomly finagled your way uh, through something, man. I totally forgot that about that. We had to row boats and fucking build walls and build platforms and all that stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. We were working together. We're like, oh, if we put 3 boxes here or we put 2 boxes, we can get on top of the chain. Oh, it's not working. Let's launch catapult this guy. Like, it's so random just thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah. I think one of our biggest obstacles, besides the boats, um, was jumping across a river. And once we realized that there's no way that our default jump is gonna make it across the river, we have to get like a pole or a hook or something to grab on this branch to swing across, and then us looking for that hook and then figuring out how to connect the hook to the branch was probably the greatest time I've had in a long time.
Yeah, like first we are like trying to jump it. We're like, oh, we got this, and then we were like jumping only halfway. We're dying in the river. And I was like, holy
Hmm.
fuck, how are we gonna get to that branch? But we had to like think outside the box. We're like, okay, there's a missing piece to this, and then we see
Hmm.
a branch. There might be some sort of gadget or hook, like, that we found on top of the roof. Who would have known there would be something on top of the roof?
Yeah, and the way on
You
the roof
know?
is hidden. Like all the ramps that go up to the top of the roof are all hidden.
Yep, exactly. So it was fun, and then it took a while too, because you have to get the hook at a right angle. We just see everybody like trying to attempt it. They jump, and the hook is backwards, so they like hit the branch, and then like fall to their death. It's it was pretty fun to watch, and then especially like when I got knocked over and I was like hanging on the hook. I was like, don't let go of the hook.
And then when we were trying to pull the hook up, but it was still too heavy for me, I think and Alan were holding the hook. And we just all fell. I think that's the funniest part is when there's just a bunch of us lined up watching one person do something, like
Yep.
when one person was swinging across the thing, when one person was going down that obstacle course with the swinging axes and hammers and stuff, dude. Those are
Yeah.
the funniest parts, man. There's so much pressure. But yeah, no, that's a good game. I've been really looking for, a game that's not like loot based or a shooter or anything like that to play multiplayer. So I think this was a great fix for that, dude. We were able to play something like puzzle solving with our friends and stuff. So I enjoy that. And there's
Yeah.
plenty more anime maps I have downloaded, dude. So
Nice.
if you're down to try them out and suffer, I don't think we haven't finished one anime map.
Dude, it still bugs me with that ice map, the one where we have to
Oh,
slide
we have to
and
make
do
that
the
jump?
weights.
Yeah.
I really want to Google it, but of course you're not gonna find the answer. It's just it's bugging me.
See, that's the thing too about these anime Chinese levels is that how would we find a solution to it? It's not like in Final Fantasy 15. If I can't find something, I could just look up, oh, hey, how do I do this quest? And it shows it to me. What am I going to put? Chinese level with anime girls walk through. Human fall flat. Like, I'm not going to get nothing.
Exactly.
And we can't read Chinese. So it's all going to be a mystery, dude.
Yep.
One day, watch. We'll run into it, and we should probably play the normal game first, because that'll probably show us all the mechanics and things that you could do, and then we'll realize how to do that stuff. Because we haven't even encountered ice in the base game, so I think that'd be sick to do.
That's true. I was always thinking, oh yeah, is this all the part of the main story? But when
No.
you see the difficulty in the level, I'm like, I don't know. This is kind of pretty
Dude,
tough.
No, the levels in the story in like campaign mode are so easy. Watch, we could do a couple like later on or tomorrow or something, but you'll see. It's so easy, dude.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Human Fall Flat. Who would have known, dude? And now I'm just making, character. You can customize your character in so many ways, man. So I'm out here putting anime faces on my little avatar now, dude. I want to try. I'm gonna put my face on one of them because you could use a webcam. I'm gonna put my face on.
Damn it! I need to go buy a webcam.
How funny would that be, dude? See my face running around the level, jumping and climbing shit, dressed up as Indiana Jones. Oh, that would be awesome. Well, yeah. So that was good. It was 4th of July this weekend, so happy 4th of July to anybody that celebrated it. I really just played video games the whole day, dude. Did you do anything special for 4th of July?
Slept most of the time and watched a lot of the Clone Wars. I would say you gotta watch the Clone Wars, man. This expands the universe like crazy. This is how I was imagining it, and it's like hitting every single checkbox of the character development. It's giving the lore. It's building up, certain phrases in the movies that like, you overthink it, But then now it's just like, for example, he says there's this one mini arc. It was like the chosen one, for Anakin, and it just goes on about that emphasis. So it's starting to have depth and meaning of that, because when I watched, the movie, it's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be the chosen one. It's like, oh, you hear it often. You just have an idea that he was supposed to be the one, kind of thing. But then when you start watching this series, it's like, damn, son, you were the chosen one.
You cry just like Obi-Wan, dude.
Well, that's the thing too, because it's something happened, but it didn't happen. Of episode, was it 3? So yeah, like you felt what Obi-Wan felt, It's like, God damn, you were the chosen one. Like, oh, you were my brother. All the missions we've been through, like, fuck. So yeah, I was like, damn. Yep,
And this is the 3D series, right? Not the animated series.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
there's like five or six series or something like that, and
Holy
then
shit.
supposedly the recent last final season just came out this year, so I need to really catch up. I'm on
So
season 3.
you're building your way to it.
Yeah, and there's like little, you see a little bit of characters that, like Boba Fett, without his helmet, when he was a kid, and you see the reason why he became a bounty hunter and things like that,
Gotcha.
which is cool. And it's just tying in all these characters you see in the movie, but giving them background and giving them the depth. And I'm like really appreciating all of the clones and each of them and their tactical ways of fighting things. That's super awesome.
Can you tell them apart?
No, they of course like they they kind of like, yeah, they not lazy, but they kind of replicated all of the clones, but some they each have like certain hairstyles or painting or marks on their chest. Some are bald.
Gotcha.
But mostly they're wearing masks. Or their helmets, not masks. Their helmets, but then you can tell like which one is fodder and which one is like the actual, ace
character in the story.
Yeah, because the way they fight, it's like the fodder runs in, they rush in, start shooting everywhere, and then you see the tactical ones like doing hand signals and tossing grenades to each other to flank the enemy. It's like stuff like that. So,
damn, were they manufactured to be like that? Were there clones that were made to just be fodder, you think?
They go touch on that episode.
Oh, wow.
They're just made to fight the war kind of thing. And they show their factory, and they just revealed that Jango Fett is the template for all the clones. And then each clone though is different, so it's like they're not all the same, but everyone of course views them, they're all the same. They're just fodder basically. Is how the military sees it as. But there are of course the Jedis and the characters, they all say they're not fodder, and they actually they're distinguished by their achievements and their combat skills, and then that's why you have certain characters that stand out. And then it goes into depth of some of them. Like some episodes are like, even one of the clone goes rogue, and he's like, dude, I hate this. We're all look the same, we're treated the same, we're not the same, I'm not the same.
Oh shit.
And then he goes AWOL and starts a family kind of thing.
Crazy.
So it's stuff like that.
Okay.
And then they're like, I'm not just a number, and he's like, I have a name. So it's cool, this the whole story.
Do
check it out.
Do they tackle how these guys are basically Solid Snake? How they get old super fast? Have they talked about that yet?
I think they very vaguely touched upon that. Like,
okay.
You see some of them aging really fast, and then like they're vets, and then they're like saying, "Oh yeah, I don't regret a single thing. I was made to fight this war, and I have fulfilled it. And it's passed on to you guys who are gonna succeed me, kind of thing." They do touch it every now and then. The clones are very definitely self-aware of, it's not just the same guy. It's actually each one of them tries to have their own
different
persona.
Yeah.
And how they view it. Some of them are like, oh man, I don't know why we're made to fight some stupid war, or the others are like, I have pride in my brothers and I am born to carry my duties out to fight this war kind of
Mhm,
thing. So
mhm.
it's cool because I was thinking, oh yeah, they're all of them are just fodder, but no,
Yeah.
it goes into kind of debt, and it sucks because it's like you see some of them that were engineered, but that didn't make it to be as engineered as what they're supposed to be coming out. Like
Uh-huh.
they're deformed and
Oh.
you know.
Yeah.
But it really touched on him. He's like, I never looked at it as what do you call it? Not as a curse,
Uh-huh.
but more as a privilege to serve my brothers who are fighting the war. I'm like, damn, dude. And then he
Okay.
he kind of helps out everybody. He gets their weapons while they're getting flanked, but then he goes down dying. But still, like, it was an honor, and it was crazy because you build connections, and then later, he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, guy, this guy
He
died.
died.
He's not coming back."
On screen? They don't even show him dying on screen?
Well, they showed the deformed guy dying, but there's
Oh.
actually a story. Like, there's not an elite squad. I'm just gonna go on this little rant, but
Okay.
there's a poor performing squad that
Okay.
actually was not. It was poor clones. They
Mhm.
would always fail the test to become actual clone soldiers to go off and fight. They're still at training or cadet training or whatever.
Mhm.
Basically, at the end of the day, they ended up passing the test with the help of that deformed clone. Because
Oh
he was
shit.
encouraging, the leader to keep going, to believe in his teammates because they believe in you as a
Mhm.
leader. And then the leader was like, okay, let's do this one more time. They pass, they succeed. It ends up going, and I didn't realize that squad was part of some other squad in the previous seasons. But the leader actually died. Before the leader died, before they left the cadet academy, whatever, that leader gave the medal, his gold medal, to that deformed guy. He says, hey man, this, you are one of us. I'm gonna come back for that medal, like, thank you for always helping us.
Mhm.
And then later, actually, down the line, this part of the squad comes back and he's like, yeah, sorry, the leader actually died. And then he was like, and then he takes out the medal and he's like, dang, at
And then
least
the
he died
deformed
with
guy dies
honor.
too?
And then, yeah, so basically the whole cadet academy or
Holy
whatever,
shit.
gets infiltrated. They get attacked by clones, and then he's protecting all of the children and whatnot, and the
Mhm.
clones, and he's passing them supplies, grenades, and whatever, and showing them how to get around the whole academy. But then later, he was like, yeah, he ends up getting shot, and he's like, yeah, I did this for my brothers. And
Oh
then
my
he
god.
dies. I was like, damn, I thought this was about Jedi's.
That's crazy, man. Okay. Okay. And this is all on Disney Plus, right? So you can
Oh
watch
yeah,
all.
dude. All of
Ah,
the
okay.
seasons are on Disney Plus. So yeah, dude. Yeah, I recommend it. That's
Oh,
why.
I know. Is it because the last season they finished showing all the episodes? Is that why you're catching up now?
I think so. Yeah, the last season they finished up everything. So I'm just trying to yeah, just finish off it so I can be able to get my lightsaber in real life and
feel
be
like
like Obi-Wan.
feel like you earned it, dude.
Yeah. Like, damn, dude, my favorite character is Obi-Wan. He's
Yeah.
still snarky, prideful.
He is the best Jedi, pretty much, dude. If you think about it,
Yeah.
he beat Anakin, dude.
Dude, yeah, like the Clone Wars entirety of it, it shows how well he's a tactical commander.
Hmm.
Just he builds himself a legend. So does Anakin, but still, it's like, damn, dude, these guys are the G, the team, the A in the team.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably check it out, man. Is it gonna make you appreciate the movies more?
Oh yeah, like, I still kind of blocked out episode 1 through 3. But I think I might have to rewatch it judge it harshly and then say, okay, it still beats episodes The Force Awakening.
Yeah, 7 through 9.
But 7 through 9, yeah.
I feel that.
I only accept 1 through 6.
And even then, I only accept 1, 4, 5, and 6, dude.
There you go. See?
That's funny, dude. Let's see what else is going on. Leaks. Have you seen? Yeah, I'm so surprised. Last of Us 2 hasn't been spoiled for you yet, dude.
Oh yeah, I've been media blackout every time.
Oh, wow.
Something happens in my feed, I squint my eyes really, really tight. Except for that one time I saw a clip of like one guy just massacring 5 dudes.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, is this like cinematic or is this actual gameplay? I couldn't distinguish it because
Yeah.
it flowed so smoothly. Like ran in, she ran in, shot the guy, and then took the other guy hostage, killed the other guy, takes out a knife, stabs the guy who took out hostage, jumps back, throws a Molotov. I was like, God damn, dude. This is amazing.
So that's not a cinematic. You could definitely do that in game. It's just really, you gotta be good. You gotta be good. Yeah. Because I think it's mainly a stealth game. And when you get caught, you stress out so much that you forget what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that guy probably memorized where everybody was and knew where they were gonna come from and what to do to take them out. Before he did that. It's kind of funny actually. I think I talked about it here, but I want to do a pacifist run on Last of Us 2, where I don't kill any humans. I'll kill all the infected, but any of the human enemies I encounter, I just want to sneak past them, right?
Would that change the ending?
Oh no, nothing changes the ending. I don't think in this game. That'd be interesting if it gives you a bonus ending though, like an epilogue. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
So I was at this one part. So I guess it's not a spoiler, but there's different chapters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did this one chapter without getting into any fights that you're not supposed to get into or not killing anybody. And I finished it in maybe 20 minutes or something like that, right? When I played it normally and killed everybody and explored, it took me upwards of 3 hours, dude.
Damn.
So it's kind of crazy.
Are you tying your shoes while exploring?
Hell yeah, man. I got to make sure they're tight so I can run around. Now, the main thing in that level, too, is I had this murder house. So I'd like make noise. So someone would be like, what was that? They would come in the house and I would just be hiding behind a bed and then stab them. And then it'd make more noise. And someone said, oh, who's that? They would see the dead body. Like, no, Kyle. And I'd stab them and then make more noise. And one person at a time would come in the house. But yeah, it's fun. It's like it's a different kind of puzzle, because you got to manipulate the AI of the enemies to put their attention to where you aren't. 9 times out of 10, it's basically you start in one area and you have to go to this locked door, and it takes you a little bit to open it up because you got to force it open somehow. And then another fucked up part is there's dogs in this game, so they can sniff you out. Their senses are more heightened.
Mm-hmm.
So it was funny. I was just trying to get through this one part, and it took me like 20 tries, and I finally realized, oh, I have smoke bombs, and you can throw smoke bombs in an area, and everybody starts freaking out, like, oh, we're under attack. And they all hide. And while they're hiding, I walk to the door I'm supposed to go to and just open it. And I'm there, all safe to go. But yeah, dude, I'm still surprised you haven't been spoiled on that. Your eye squinting technique is top notch, man.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, that got leaked maybe 2 months ago, and now with the actual game out, there's way more people talking about what happens in it. So good for you, man.
Oh yeah, I can tell too. Like they just start mentioning, I don't know, like an arrow or a Molotov. I'm like, oh yep, nope, I already know exactly where this is going, and I just skip it. So,
Friggin'
yeah.
Even one of the websites I go to for video game news a lot, Kotaku, they don't even care anymore. They'll just put a spoiler picture in the fucking like headline of a story, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy too. Yeah, like I was looking at TikTok videos, and the videos were not even anything related to
Last of Us.
The Last of Us, and then some guy just he goes into a rant like, "Let's talk about Last of Us 2," and then they start a full conversation. I was like, "What the fuck, man?
That is
Would
crazy.
have caught me because I can't. Yeah, that would have got me. That would have got me."
That's fucked up. It just looks like a normal TikTok of someone like dancing or doing something to music in the background. Then all of a sudden it cuts to like Last of Us spoilers.
Last of Us.
I'll be so mad. That's fucked up. But you would think, right, after a huge spoiler like that, with a a story spoiler with in a game that really cares about its story, you think they'd tighten up links or leaks everywhere they're at, but no, more leaks happened over this past week. Just right now, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the gameplay totally leaked for that, so there's a bunch of videos out there of what that game looks like.
I think they understand that they can't stop the internet, and yeah, it's just like, okay, whatever, I don't care.
Even before,
just let it happen.
Yeah, and I think it's even worse now because of COVID, because a lot more people are working remotely, maybe play testers and stuff. So game builds are getting out there off of the headquarters of the studio, So I think that's why it might be easier too. But another one that never fails is storefronts. We remember when GameStop and Walmart just revealed a bunch of release dates for games that were going to be announced at E3 just because they didn't control how their website worked and when they entered stuff. Even the PlayStation Store, right? People were able to pull files off of that and saw that Resident Evil 3 remake was coming out, right? The most recent one is the age-old PC gamer meme, Crysis, is coming out with a remaster, right?
The guy that slides, right?
Yeah, and he has the bow and arrow. He looks like a robot and shit.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of like Iron Man, where his arm like shifts into whatever weapon or something like that.
Yeah, I've never played it, but I remember that was always the meme. Like, oh wow, you got a nice computer, but can it play Crysis on?
Can it play Crysis? Yeah. It used to be the benchmark, actually.
If you had a good computer, that's so fucking stupid, dude. Yep. So yeah, Crysis is gonna have a remaster that's gonna come out. We really had no idea when it was coming out or anything like that, but the Microsoft Store put it up and put a whole trailer up on its store page before it got announced anywhere, dude. And it was supposed to be announced, I guess, either this week or last week. But since the leak happened, they completely took it off the store. They haven't even officially announced the game yet, and they delayed it. It was supposed to come out at the end of this month, but they're like, yeah, we're going to come out with Crysis Remastered, but it's not good enough yet, so we're delaying it. How crazy is that, dude? A game that isn't even announced yet is already getting delayed, dude. I'll be so mad if I was a fan of Crysis. With my $3,000 computer. Do you think your computer now can run Crysis?
I think yes, but yeah, because it handles Witcher on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pretty high settings and stuff like that. But ultimately, I think I still need spend that $400-$500 for a graphics card.
Still an upgrade?
Yeah, like a 2070, 2080 or something like that.
Man, that's what was happening this weekend too, man. Is Danny, he's upgrading his computer and he's getting all the parts in and stuff.
Yep.
And everyone just started talking about their builds too. And I really felt how old my computer was, man.
I built my computer when you built your computer.
But you got a newer case, right? Or did you change your case?
Oh yeah, I did change my case. But the thing is, I'm starting to feel like not. I don't know. It's performing well, but
Hmm.
there are times when I feel like, oh, this could be better. This could be a lot better because, like for example, when we kept losing connection, I felt that was me. You know, my computer was giving out, crapping out, and that's why we were losing connection in human
Oh, and human
flat
fall flat.
fall
Oh,
flat. Yeah,
maybe.
because when I when we lost connection, was I the only one that you had to reinvite, or was it everybody?
No, everybody.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
So it might not have been, but my
But
thing
still.
is, yeah, my thing is, and I think I feel the same way as you do. There was a beta that came out this weekend called Mortal Shell, and
Mhm.
I turned everything all the way up to ultimate, and it was less than 60 frames, dude, and I felt bad, so I had to turn down some settings. So I'm feeling it too as well, but I feel like my case is a meme. Like my computer case came out during the times when people were like, "Oh yeah, PC gamer master race," like when that wasn't even a joke, when it was for real. You know what I mean? Like my case looks like a fucking doomsday bunker, you know? Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the case I was looking at, the NZXT like 500 or whatever it's called, everybody has now. And I'm so jealous, dude. I want to get a new case. It looks so clean, dude. Like all the wires are gone. Me, I have wires just fucking everywhere in there, dude. Because there's no
Yeah.
routing. It's fucking horrible, man.
I was thinking about buying just swapping out my case and
Hmm.
to have a because right now the only way for me to turn on my computer is I have to open the case up.
Oh, that's
I
right.
press the button on my
Yeah.
motherboard. But I was like thinking, oh yeah, maybe I should get a new Mobo and a new case. But the thing is, I literally
You
want
have
to
to get everything
replace
else.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yep.
okay, maybe I should get a motherboard that has DDR4. That
Hmm.
means my current RAM I can't use it with my motherboard, the new one.
Mm.
Therefore, I must replace it. You know what? I might as well replace the memory or my storage. You know what? I might as well replace the graphics card while I'm at it. And it just everything is just starting to add up. I
Yep.
actually built like a list on PC Part Picker like I think a year ago.
Hmm.
Still holds up, but still I'm like, God damn, dude, I have to drop another almost $1,000 just so I
Yeah.
can get everything to the max settings that I want it to be. But
Hmm.
I might have to just use some old parts, and that's only the graphics card that I'll be able to use.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
So
That's gonna hurt, man. Are you still gonna go Intel? Do you still have Intel, or do you get AMD
I'm
for
still
the?
going to Intel.
Yeah, same,
Uh,
man. Same. I don't know. Everybody talks trash about Intel, like, oh man, you can get it everything for so much cheaper AMD, but like, besides power surges and stuff, nothing has fucked up my computer, dude. You know, and
yep.
I'm legit. I don't have a CPU cooler. I'm using the little plastic fan that the CPU came
Came with
with.
it.
Yeah, and it's running
Yep.
fine, dude. Like, I don't have any problems
Yes.
with it.
See, I would like tell the pros and cons for having each one, but still, I'm all Intel all the
Hmm.
way.
Yeah, same.
There's a lot of pros for going to Intel.
Yeah, man. So I'm definitely hurting. I'm actually gonna help my nephew here sooner or later. He has all his parts. I gave him my old graphics card.
Mhm.
So he bought the rest of the parts to make a computer, and he's just waiting on his motherboard right now. So I'm gonna help him build it, and I just know that I'm gonna get jealous about how clean his setup is gonna look, dude.
I know, like when I'm helping our friends build it, I'm like, I wish this was mine.
Why does everybody have to have the case that I want, dude? I just
Yeah.
want my computer not to look like a fucking stormtrooper, dude. I just want it to look like a computer.
I know. I pick up my case. I'm like, God damn, it's so heavy.
I know, dude. I know. That shit's so fucking stupid. One day, though. One day. I mean, it's not something I really want to spend money on right now, you know?
Yep.
But soon enough, dude. Soon enough. It took me how long? It took me damn near 25 years to build my first gaming computer anyway, so what, it's only been 5-6 years since.
Yep,
So
yep.
could wait
And
a
our
little longer
computers
now.
are still running strong. We're still handling medium to high graphics.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like we're in the low range. Then I would say we have to start worrying.
Very true. That is very true. Um, that's funny how we got from talking about computers from leaks. But yeah, I don't think leaks are ever gonna end, dude. Leaks are just always gonna be there. There's always gonna be someone that drops a note in a trash can for someone else to pick up. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what I'm
ooh,
like
I know how
thinking.
this game runs.
I'm thinking like, who? I don't know. I try to put myself in people's shoes. I'm like, man, if I was working with something top secret, like a really awesome game,
Mm-hmm.
I think I try to say, oh yeah, I wouldn't, leak it out to the world or whatnot. But it's like, I don't know. It's like keeping a huge secret that you want to tell the entire world. So I guess people give in to that feeling, that emotion, like saying, oh, like for example, Final Fantasy 7. You have these
Oh yeah.
these people on the team just working hard on just bringing the idea to the table, and they're telling everyone, don't leak it. But then you
Mm-hmm.
have that one guy like, I'm a fucking leak it to the world, like
Especially, yeah, if you're passionate about it, you just want to share that with everybody.
exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, nothing's ever gonna stop leaks, even after Corona, when everybody's sucked in their airtight headquarters, with their servers that have never touched the internet, right? There's always gonna be
Yep.
leaks somehow, some way. Um but yeah. Another leak. Well, no, not really a leak. I guess it was confirmed. Uh PlayStation 5, well, next gen console games might cost $70, dude. What are your thoughts?
Wait. The games will cost 70?
Each. So they're basically going up $10 in price.
I don't know. I think because I do remember when games was $30, and then
Uh-huh.
on PlayStation it was like going up to like 40,
Uh-huh.
and then I bought my Xenogears, it was around 50, but that was 2 discs.
That was 2 discs. Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh man, this is the most I've ever spent. And then when PS2 came out, I think they started going up to 60.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, this is still affordable, but then if you go up to 70, that's like saying shit, man, because there's a lot of people in the world that still like feel comfortable around 60, and they still
Mm-hmm.
hesitate with the $60 price mark. That's why people don't buy it right off the bat. They're like, they judge it way before they deem it necessary to purchase it,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. I don't know, 70 is hard, especially we're going through COVID and all that, economy. I think I think that's not a good decision. Like, I know it is a good decision for, to keep the gaming industry alive, but still,
Mm-hmm.
like, there might be a lot of people who are resistant. A lot of people.
Yeah, I. It's kind of rough to think about because I'm trying to think about who it benefits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the big companies or the like double A companies. It's funny. This news is actually coming from who's it coming from? It's coming from 2K Games, basically NBA 2K1. The PS5 and Xbox Series X version is going to cost $70, is what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
But this is a game you would think that if it costs $70, no more microtransactions, right? Because they're making more money back on each copy sold. No,
Yep.
that game is still going to have a shit ton of microtransactions, right? Because they got to sell
Yep.
individual players. You got to have the glow in the dark shoes on each one of your players, man.
Yep.
It's crazy, dude. So I'm really not. I'm hoping that this is just a 2K thing and not for everybody. I think we were talking about it this week as well. Because sales figures were coming out for The Last of Us too, and I think that said it sold somewhere around 4 million copies in its first 3 days, making it the number one selling PlayStation 4 game in the first 3 days or some shit like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So it got us into looking at how much it costs to make games versus how much they make. So one of the most successful games by default on PlayStation 4 is Spider-Man, right? That guess how much that game cost to make?
1 million.
That game cost $230 million, dude.
What?
$230 million to make that game.
Dude. They sell 4 million copies, so that's what? 24.
But that's just that was for Last of Us 2, and that was only in the first 3 days. So projected, that's going to be a lot more. But let's say 230 million, right? To make your money back, how many games you would have to sell? You'd have to sell almost 4 million copies of that game, right?
Yeah, 4 million. You have to sell 4 million copies to make your money back. But that doesn't, I guess, well, maybe
Oh, yeah, you're right.
long term.
Yeah. So let's look up how many copies of Spider-Man PS4 sold. It sold 13 million copies, dude. So they made their money back.
Made their money back, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But again, this is for like big budget fucking games, right? Like Spider-Man, like Last of Us. These cost in the hundreds of millions to make. Like God of War as well. These cost in the hundreds of millions of dollars to make. But in this case, for Spider-Man, they damn near quadrupled their money. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, since they had a great hefty budget, they're able to make a great solid game.
Yeah.
To make that money. Damn, it's like a gamble though. It's like if you make a shitty game, you already have the leakers and the people who review it day one, and they ruin its reputation. It's kind of hard to sell 4 million copies back in a couple days, maybe a couple years, to make the money back. But still, like, they would go on sale, and so they definitely not going to get the full budget, $60.
Dude, for sure, man. Oh my god. And thinking about it even more. Oh, wait. This isn't right. I want to see how much it cost for Final Fantasy 15 to get made. Because that's like
I think that was
huge game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they made a profit off of that game. Or if if it came up as a loss, dude.
Probably did come as a profit, but I think they were losing money when they're still invested in the DLCs.
Oh, doing the DLCs and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like, it still got good reviews. It was like an 8 out of 10. It wasn't. But, I don't know. Let me see.
That's what's interesting now is like really, especially that I'm working in finance now, is just looking into the numbers of like, is making those single player story based games worth it? And so far, I guess you can really only count them on one hand, right? Like God of War, Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe. Big budget games that were profitable. So I don't know if games really need to be $70. Like I'm saying, I think it really only benefits like games like maybe Crash Bandicoot. Well, not even, because Crash Bandicoot's like a popular game. But yeah, maybe games like Madden, 2K, the sports games, maybe like a snowboarding game or something, or Mario Kart. But you could have a bunch of microtransactions in that shit anyways. So I even make it $10 more, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know why they think that $70, because that definitely scares a lot of people. It's just huge. That's a huge $10 does determine me purchasing a game, even though it's just $10. I still like think about, man, do I need this game? Do I really need this game, or can I use it for another game that's maybe $20 cheaper? It really like plays into that marketing mindset.
That plays in your head now with a $60 game, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we're already at the tipping point of the iceberg, saying, oh, okay, $60, it's a lot, but is it something I want now? when you put 70, it's like, oh fuck no, I'm gonna wait till this like gets a bundle.
I'm waiting for it to come
Already
up for free on Epic Game Store, dude.
exactly.
But
So I don't know.
yeah, and you could definitely make an argument for it, right? I mean, games were $50. What was that? Like 20 years ago. So you could say inflation, $50 from back then is like $150 now, or something like that. Or games are more expensive to make nowadays. Psh, not when you're making triple your return potentially, you know. So
Exactly.
there is an argument to be made, but I really don't think you need to raise the prices. I think it does really have more to do with, like you said, the psychology behind seeing 60 or 59.99 instead of 69.99. But
Yep, exactly.
I have been proven wrong before, and if there's anything that's positive, is nothing is positive, dude. We were just talking about how we never thought Ahigal faces would ever escape 4chan, and now you said they're on people's shirts, just regular,
People's
regular.
shirts.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
we can never tell. Who knows? We might be proven wrong. Just like digital only games, we thought, we got to buy the copies, the physical copies, so we could share it. Shh. Nobody's buying physical copies anymore, dude.
Exactly.
Everybody's just downloading shit. People probably don't even buy games anymore. They just buy the streaming services so that they can, download the games on their own and then not pay for a month and not play any video games. So it's getting crazy out here. And all of our predictions have been wrong.
Yeah. So I looked up how much Final Fantasy 15 sold.
Mm-hmm.
They sold 8.9 million copies.
Okay.
However, even though it was a good sell, they still lost 33 million.
Oh my god, dude.
And that was because of the DLC.
But they needed the DLC to make the story better, didn't they?
Well, as is, they sold and they got it was successful. Basically enough for them to think DLCs is going to be worth it, so they continue the story, and then they're like, oh, you know what, we're losing profit, and then that's where they dipped out at I think right before the thing, because they weren't generating money. They're building these really good DLCs, but still no one was buying. Yeah, because they already knew how the first game or the original
how it
game
ended.
how it ended.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why people had different controversial I don't know, mindsets.
So it's crazy, right? And you know what, I won't talk about it because we might get into Last of Us 2 spoilers. So remind me when you finish Last of Us 2, say something about Final Fantasy 15 and I'll bring it up. That's crazy where the game itself was successful, but since they made DLCs, that's what fucked them up. We were just talking about too how they are shutting down the online services for the online multiplayer portion of that game. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah, they had everything. They had marketing. They were going into diving into VR, and they thought this was going to be the game that has continuing series and stuff like that. So
you could tell too. Every time I start up the game, it says a Final Fantasy for first timers and series fans. Like every time you start up the game, it says that shit. I'm like, really, Square? Come on,
you gotta tell me that, Square.
every time. Oh man. But yeah, dude, the money behind video games is crazy right now, and I think it's just gonna be more profitable as time goes on. But it'll be definitely something I keep a closer eye on nowadays. Is how well shit sells. But yeah, what else is going on, dude? What else have you been playing this week besides Human Fall Flat?
Mainly Pokemon. I did have stuff to talk about Pokemon. I totally don't remember, but right now there's a lot of Pokemon Go Fest events coming up.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, but they released the Pikachu and that one duck-looking Pokemon that's out in the wild right now. The Pikachu that's flying with balloons.
I just caught one today.
Yeah. And have you seen that blue bird that looks like a duck or something?
No, I haven't seen that.
Pretty out there, so you might want to try grabbing one. Well, actually, if you do the daily event, which I saw they kind of changed the way you do events, but anyways, you open up your field research, and there should be a daily event, Go Fest, whatever. If you do those challenges, you will get the Bluebird, and at the end, you'll get Pikachu with the balloons again.
Okay.
But my conundrum is that I've completed those events, and I was thinking, okay, it's done. And there's another list of events appeared in my thing, and it says Elite event or whatever. And I'm like, what? I'm Elite.
Fuck? Yeah.
I can do this, but the rewards are garbage. But still, like, I'm like, I'm Elite. I can do this. And it's like, it's simple. It was capture 100 Pokemon. That was one of them. Capture 25, I think 25 different species Pokemon. And I'm like, all right, already did that, done. But the last one is getting on my nerves because the last one says make 50 excellent throws.
Oh my god, dude!
I went through
50 excellent throws in my life.
Exactly, dude. I went through, I think, 3 hours worth. Like, I was watching Star Wars.
What?
And I was popping my incense, and I had like 200 Pokeballs or something like that, probably 250. I went through all of my Pokeballs. Guess how many excellent throws I made? Out of 250,
10.
19.
Oh my god, dude. That's what I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is, I'm making progress. But the thing is, I only have 4 days left to finish the rest. And I have no more Pokeballs. So I spent the 100 coins that I had left over from somewhere to get, I don't know, like 20 Pokeballs or something like that. Didn't get, actually I got one excellent throw out of the 20. So, but still, dude. I got 30 left.
You need 30 more. You need,
I need like almost 400.
You need like 1,000 Pokeballs, dude.
So I really devised I did that whole cutting a piece of cardboard, and it's a straight cardboard. I did.
Use the card to like throw
I used the card to line my nail to throw it straight. I still can't get these excellent throws, but still, like, man, because it's not that I want whatever the gift thing is. I just want to see if there's something after those events. Like maybe they're gonna give me something else, like capture 200 Pokemon and you get this rare Pokemon. But either way, I think I might spend the $14. Because
wow, dude.
Yep. Because
spending money on Pokemon Go is crazy.
The Go Fest is coming out, and we'd never ever been there, and I was thinking, I think I at least want to experience this once, because they said that there's some rare Pokemons that are going to be coming out for the event, and every week, things like that. So I just want to see.
When is how do you play? Is it remote? Like, is everybody?
Yeah, it's remote. Everything's going to be online. You're going to get a certain, I guess, field research and special research list and things like that. And then special Pokemon will spawn for you, because you have the remote. And then rare legendary Pokemon will start spawning too and all that.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I think I might have to throw down some money for Pokemon. And that's what I've been playing. And it sucks too, because I went to one of our friends' area, and we were outside catching Pokemon, just hanging out. He lives down the street from me, and thing is, his area freaking is right near 6 gyms, so you can remote to all these gyms and whatnot. my area has literally nothing around me, and that's what's bullcrap. Because when everyone has these special raid hours and stuff like that, the gyms, get just the ability to be able to remote from your own home to these gyms is what makes me like upset that I have nothing around me. So I was looking into petitioning to get a gym next to me, to get a Pokestop next to me. But the requirement is you have to be level 40, and I'm level 36, and I am nowhere near to be able to petition to get votes even to be able to have just a stop or a gym next to me, next to our area. And I was like, damn it, dude. That won't be for a good ass while. Unless
Dude,
you're 40,
know,
come roll by and just propose that to our community so we can vote.
I feel like, yeah, man, because I was reading something. We're in that Pokemon Go Discord, and I think someone was complimenting someone on their level, like, oh wow, you were level 36 in January and now you're 39 and a half. That was fast. I was like, what the fuck? January was 6 months ago. What do you mean that was fast? But it takes like millions of experience, right?
Millions, yeah. That is like non-stop Pokemon hunting, popping those eggs, getting a lot of friends and building the trust, and it's just a lot, like how do you even get that much in so little time?
Yeah, dude. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I've just been dabbling. What about Sword and Shield? You've been pretty heavy in Sword and Shield as well, right?
Oh yeah. Pokemon Sword and Shield. We've been collecting Pokemon especially from the DLC. That Sorora. I can't even say his name right, but that was an event that just happened. And yeah, just been catching all the Pokemon. I think I beat the current DLC for the Isle of Armor.
Oh, already?
And yeah, but there's some Pokemons I still haven't caught yet. The island is pretty huge. You can start, really going around the islands on your little bicycle, and it's cool because I saw a Wailord in actually the wild. That shit took up like almost the entire screen. Like I was like, holy crap. That was cool. Caught it, and then it's like a giant massive island just disappeared before my eyes. So that was pretty fun. I guess I don't know if they made new things, new changes or anything, but actually there was a new change. Pokemon can follow you. Whatever's your first Pokemon in your slot can actually start following you, which is cool. If you have like a Blastoise, it follows you really slow. Especially like all the other Pokemon. But yeah, you do get a new Pokemon, and his name is Kubfu. You go through the DLC together, and at the end, you choose the style of what you want it to learn. So, there's
Does that change his evolution?
No, or actually, I don't know. No, I don't think so. But one is like I forgot, waterfall something. Basically, one is a fast striking Pokemon, like hits multiple hits, think of JoJo, and the other one is a powerful single strike Pokemon. But yeah, I chose the fast striking Pokemon because I want to be like It Man, But other than that, been playing that. Dabbled a little bit in Animal Crossing because a new event came out.
Oh, have you swam yet?
I did for maybe 30 seconds, and then
what?
So I caught everything, and yeah, saved and quit, and that was it.
Nice. Is swimming worth it, or is it? I don't know. I feel like
cool.
That was a big thing for a lot of people.
It's cool because like I didn't really explore. I really was 30 seconds. I jumped in, caught whatever was in the water, went back to the land. But it seems pretty cool. You can start swimming, but I don't know if a lot of people play. And plus, there's so many games that I really want to play that I'm still reaching my backlog. I'm still just not really going through my backlog. I am looking at a lot of TikTok videos.
Avoiding those Last of Us
I think,
spoilers.
I think I spent almost a couple hours each day, like maybe at least 3 to 4 hours, just laying down or on the couch or whatnot, just looking
Bros.
at random because it replaces Vibe. That's
What, dude? I was gonna say back in 2014, maybe 2015, there were definitely a couple days where I got home from work, sat down, and just watched Vine, dude.
Exactly.
That is a thing. That was a thing for sure, dude.
This is what I mean. This is just random videos, and it's funny, and it's just Vine but longer. I was thinking TikTok was those dancing, but it's just Vine completely.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been dabbling in that, but yeah, definitely check out the comedy section because I saved a lot of videos, and then I'm getting a lot of tips for like these videos that really go into like finances and stock markets.
Wow,
and I'm like,
dude.
holy fuck, I'm kind of saving this, and what to do, what to open IRA and stuff like that. But the other side is really funny. I did find some videos I want to share with you, but I know I am overwhelming you with all these videos.
Oh no,
and I'm
dude!
like,
I'm down.
like-
I'm down for the memes, man.
this is awesome for some of the videos I did find. Like one guy is like teaching you how to speak like the Yakuza. I was like, oh shit.
No, dude, I'm
So
definitely
random.
down for the memes. Send them over for sure, dude. That's too funny. That is fucked up though. How Twitter totally just shut down Vine, and now TikTok comes out, and it's the same thing, but super
Yep.
popular. It doesn't make any
Yep.
sense. They should have just kept Vine. Would have made so much money.
Yeah, I was like, man, I should have invested in TikTok and all this when it was low.
That's fucking crazy, dude. As for me, I think I've just been playing 15. Started that up again since I finished Last of Us 2. I started doing my pacifist run, and I was like, I should really finish 15. I'm still on chapter 8, just doing side quests still. It's fucking horrible, man.
Yeah, but the bros, right?
The bros.
All the bros.
I know. What happened recently that was pretty funny? I forget. Oh, I think I did a mission. I was in a chapter where Gladiolus left the squad for a while, and he was doing his own thing, and it wasn't the same, dude.
I don't remember. Was that the guy with
the buff
it's
dude,
not Ignis.
the one with the
Okay.
big sword? Yeah. He went off and did his own thing for a little bit, and that's when he got replaced by the new waifu, Arendea, I think her name is, dude.
Yeah, the Dragoon. I like how she hops like into the air. It's
Yeah.
like with I don't know the way they interpret it. Because I was thinking, oh damn, she's gonna just jump really high like dragoons do, but no, it's using the tech. I was like, oh, that is interesting.
Yeah. And it's cool that that's her special move too. And it's funny, the boss fight in the dungeon I did with her was a dragon, so it was even more badass, dude. But yeah, no, just chugging along in that, doing some bounties. I think I'm doing this side quest where I have to get a griffin's feather, and the way to do that is by beating a griffin, right?
I have no idea where you're at. Are you?
I'm on
what
chapter
chapter
8 still. So I'm still trying to get onto that boat, but I'm stalling because every griffin I kill doesn't give me a feather. So I'm just going to wipe out the entire griffin population.
Did you meet did you go in the city? Like a city area?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think I'm going there because I'm about to go on a boat. And go
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cuz I was thinking okay, I'm getting things mixed up. I thought chapter 3 is when you went on that boat, but no, I think it's later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have an idea where you're at now.
I mean, technically, I should just power through the story, but nah,
Yes.
man. There's question marks on the map still. I gotta figure out, man. In fact, there's this mission that's level 99 for no reason,
What?
dude, and I can't beat it. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever encountered that mission because
it's kind of
I
crazy.
beat the game when I was like 60 or something.
And what's fucked up is like it's throughout the game you're helping out the hunters, right? And it's just like this regular hunter that says, "Hey, man, I haven't heard from my partner in a couple days. Can you go check out his last known location and save him?" Like, oh yeah, it's just regular. Like, I've been looking for dead hunter dog tags this whole game, so yeah, sure, I'll look for your guy. And I show up, and there's straight up this lady in a ball of snakes, and she has
Eating
like
him.
700,000 health or something like that, dude.
Oh,
Because
Jesus.
I remember I was fighting her, and I was able to use 2 summons, and her health was still halfway, dude.
Damn.
I'm saying, like, this fight.
What is this stuff? An
stupid.
end game? This is past end
I
game.
know, and I ran away because I ran out of items. I was like, "Fuck, I won't be able to heal myself anymore. Let me just run away from this shit." It was horrible.
Aren't
dude.
you max level?
No, I'm level 80.
Oh.
And plus, I don't have, like, my weapons are still scaled for, the part I'm at. It's not like I have really strong weapons yet. So, yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't
Yeah,
get why
you
they
gotta
gave me
beat
such
that.
a high level mission. I probably just have to get to the end game or, like, beat the game first and then get back to it. But no.
I say try to beat it before you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
That way you'll be satisfied and you wouldn't have to go
Oh.
back.
That's what I did too, man. I experienced that stupid sewer you kept crying about, man.
Yep, exactly.
And I was
Wasn't
crying
it
the entire time.
painful because I was exploring and then I didn't know how to get back out, and then I said, "Fuck it, let's go all the way."
Yep.
And then literally I
It's
used up all my
stupid.
potions.
Because, like, you get into these battles, and then for whatever reason in the battle, like, you get attacked or something pushes you towards a ledge, and then you fall deeper down into the fucking sewer, dude. It's horrible.
Yep.
And then you got to climb your way out. It's the worst.
Yep. And you get lost. It's like a labyrinth, and then these
Yeah.
monsters. Well, for me, there were heavy hitting monsters that were making me use a potion per battle, and I literally burned through all my potions. Yeah, I hated it. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm over it, dude.
You did kill everything, which is good because you killed the snake and then the dragon.
Yeah. I
Or the
think
wyvern.
it's like a Jabberwocky or something like that. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm giving myself a week and a half. Ghost of Tsushima comes out in 2 weeks. In a week and a half, if I'm not near the end of Final Fantasy 15, I'm gonna skip all these side missions and just power through the main story, dude. At this point, I've been playing this game longer than the Witcher series, I think, dude. And it's one game versus 3, so I gotta get through this shit, man.
You're on chapter 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some time still.
Yeah, just tell me what happens when you kill that thing that's 99. I don't
Probably
think I've ever
nothing.
encountered it.
Probably nothing, dude.
Nah, you probably get like a cool ass legendary snake weapon or something.
Shit, I hope so. I better. Fuck.
That'd be pretty sick.
But yeah, dude. I think that's all I got, man. Is that all you got? You got anything else?
That's it.
Oh, I gotta talk to you about your secret world that you discovered recently, man.
Oh yeah.
Just discovered more of that world, dude.
Oh yeah. You
So
gotta
yeah.
share.
I'll share. But yeah, that is it for us this week. We'll see you guys next week. Stay cool out there. It was fucking hot today, dude.
Dude, I didn't know until I had to ask Alexa what the weather was.
Shit, it was fucking hot outside, dude.
Yeah,
Super hot.
It was like in Chula Vista, it is burning degrees. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going out. It's like, yep.
Well,
I was in my blanket, dude.
You're in your fucking Jedi robe and shit, dude.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
But it's
I
looking
need
like
a lightsaber.
it's gonna be that weather for the rest of the week. So everybody,
Well, I'm never leaving.
stay cool out there. We'll see you guys hopefully when it it gets a little bit cooler out there. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
If you want to test friendships by rowing boats, you can play even flat and fall flat.
I gotta see you next week. Peace.